Alright, hey everybody. Today I've got the rear shock from a 2013 Can-Am Spyder RT-S, and I need to replace it. I've got the new one right here. I've got to get this spring off. And I tried a couple of different spring compression tools made for McPherson struts, but they just don't fit in these small springs. The hooks are like this, and there's no room for them between the spring and the shock, and barely any room in here. So I got these from Shankly. They've got more room. Not more room. They've got smaller jaws, and I'm thinking that is going to be what I need to get these things to fit and compress this spring. So I've got one on here. I haven't tightened it up yet. I just got it hand tightened. Almost. Tighten it here. Just want to make sure that top hook is seated on there firmly. Alright, it is. And the bottom hook is as well. Alright. So now I'm going to put this one on the other side. And I've got these safety things on here to keep it from snapping off while you're compressing it. So that is a definite bonus feature. Put that down. This one here. You know, a couple of people, well, several people that use these before said to be sure and grease the threads on these. And I was going to do that, but there's a lot of oil on it. I don't know if Shankly made an improvement or if they really need to be greased instead of oiled. I think I'm going to try it like this first, see what happens. Alright, I have a power tool to do the tightening, just to try to save a little time. And you know, I've got it going the wrong way. Story of my life. Let's tighten this back up. Schmo. Okay. Tighten it up here. Oh yeah, that's doing stuff. Get the other side, so you gotta do it evenly. One more time, ought to do it. Let's see. Yep. Boom. All right. That's the piece that we needed to get off. So now, turn it the other way so we can loosen these bad boys. Wait a second. I'm an idiot. Now, the spring should come off the shock, but this is what I was afraid of, is that these hooks are pushing into the shock body, possibly. Yeah, they are. So, and ironically enough, it's only the top safety bits that are pushing into the shock body. So, let's see. I probably can't loosen this because the thing has got pressure on it now. Okay. Loosen it up just a smidgen. See if I can disengage these, and I probably won't be able to. You'll learn, you'll live and you learn, right? Okay, a little more. Okay. It's even now. Let's see. Okay, this one's. I can't move. You know what? I'm probably going to have to really loosen these up a lot to get those to move. There we go. Okay. Out of the way. Now we can get back to work. So let's tighten and tighten these back up. This one. Hopefully that was the problem. It's not. It's an actual hook doing the shock. All right. I'm gonna try this one. Tighten this a little bit. Okay. Tighten this one up a little bit. Make sure the hook is on there good, and it is. You know what? Forget it. I'm going to take these off because it's still stuck against the shock body. I don't know if that's the compressors or it's just really on there. Nope, it was the compressors. Okay. This is the best video ever, isn't it? You're going to learn so much from this. Okay, so clean this off a little bit real quick. Some pieces of a smashed rubber bumper from the top. Okay, she goes on this. So let's crank her down again. Without the safeties. We gotta go up here. And over here. And let's tighten it up. Okay, that one's on. This one. Check it up. Make sure the bottom. It's on. Okay. They're on. So we're going to tighten this bad boy up. Or compress it down, I should say. Okay. Now that it's even, we have enough space. I'm going to wipe this off a little bit. This. Okay. That goes that way, and this goes the opposite way. Looks like we're going to need to tighten it up a little more. Compress it a little more. A little more. Ooh. Okay. That ought to do it, and it does. Alright, so we got that thing on. Now we just need to decompress. This thing is nice and slow. Make sure to keep these things up. The opening on one is far away from the other, the inside, as possible. I think we're just about done. Yep. That one can now come off. That one too. All right. New spring installed. And this was a real bear to get on there too. I did that one offline because I knew I was going to mess it up about 20 times before I got it right. So what I'll do is I'll share a link to the video that I followed, which I looked at a lot of videos on how to get these things in here, and there was really only one that made sense and seemed to do a good job of getting it in there straight and clean. So I'll share a link to that video. And again, these are Shanky Universal Coil Spring Compressor Kit. I got it on Amazon. It was like $60. And as you've seen, it works really great with these springs that have low clearance, like these, like on the Spyder. I mean, I got thrown off on some of the other spring compressors because, you know, a couple of guys said, hey, I used this on my motorcycle shock and it worked like a champ. But I mean, with this thing, there was just no way. The hooks wouldn't fit on there. In fact, here's just for reference. Here's one set I got on Amazon. This is the one that the guy actually said I used this on my motorcycle shocks and it worked great. But I mean, look at these hooks. You can maybe, it doesn't, you can't even, you can barely fit it in there, right? But I mean, that's the top one. The bottom one won't go in because the hook's the same size and there's just no room to get it between the shock and the spring. And so what I'm guessing would have happened is, yes, it probably would have compressed it, but it would have damaged the shock body. And then when I pulled the spring off, then I'm sure those hooks that were barely on would have slipped in and they would have been all the way on, and then there would have been no way to get it on the new shock. So anyway, that's why I finally ended up with these. I went cheap twice. These are like $30. And neither worked, so I finally spent $60 for the Shankleys, and as well with the money. I'll just sell these on eBay as McPherson strut spring compressors because that's apparently all they're good for. Okay, so that is it. Leave any questions or anything in the comments, and have a great day.